Invernada history started 12 years ago when a group of growers get together in order to set up a company to process all their production and to be one of the leaders on the Chilean walnut industry. Today, after 12 years of big effort and some ups and downs as any company, we are very proud to say that we are the second largest walnut packer in Chile, and we are very well known worldwide. We define certain company values, the way we want to work and how we do things. And first value for us is to do things right at the first time. I think that is one of the secrets of our success so far. We define ourselves as a very modern company. We are always looking for the best way to do things. The technology and new developments has an important role to play in that area. Sometimes it's not easy to afford the investment, but we're convinced that technology is what achieves us to be sustainable, to be able to provide the same quality, the best quality in every single container, in every single box. For me, the main challenge when you work with people is to keep the same performance during the day. The beginning of the day, people are fresh. It's easy to keep a good result. As long as the day continue, people start getting tired. It's natural. And the attention is less, so it's very difficult to keep the same performance during the whole day. In Chile or South America, labor cost is much lower than in Europe or the US, right? That is a fact. For us, the payback of any technological investment is much longer than in other origins. But for us as a company, the most important thing is to want to deliver a very consistent product all the time. And second, to be very efficient. And efficient means to be able to keep the same productivity during the whole day. As I mentioned before, that is very hard to keep this performance when you are working just with people. First time that I met the QC5 people, what I like the most about the QC5 team is they brought a lot of innovations and a lot of fresh ideas to this industry. Being honest, this is an industry where we haven't seen too many changes during the last 30 years. We're very conservative in terms of technology, and QC5 brought to us some new ideas. We were open to try those ideas, to test it, and they work. We use QC5 equipment at the end of our processing line. So what I like about the QC5 concept is the first system that really mimic what people do. And that for me was a game changer in terms of sorting. On most of the sorting equipments, you have to make the process go through the whole system. When you are running a big factory, you are running a big volume per hour, right? The quality sorting systems that we are used to, you have to move the whole product through this system. And our systems are very aggressive. So somehow the appearance of your kernels could be affected. In the QC5 system, the product goes through a belt conveyor, so it's not aggressive, it's very gentle. And you are taking out only those products with some blemish issues. Only the defects, only the off-grade product is the one that you are taking out. So you are only touching or affecting the product that it's not part of your core business. When you buy a new technology, it's not a copy-paste. You need to adjust the machine, the algorithm, the software to your own reality. Chilean walnuts are a little different from other origins in terms of color, size. So the challenge when we decide to test the QC5 equipment, let's see if this technology will work under our own conditions. At the beginning, some adjustments were made, and that is natural. I mean, it's the way to establish and implement those kind of technologies. But after a few weeks, the system really learned or understood what to do with the Chilean walnuts, and the results that we have today are very good. You will need to do some adjustments, but those adjustments are very quick to do. It's not really challenging. So at the beginning, people were very reluctant to say, these machines won't work. Or some people think that these machines came to take them out, right? But today, the truth is that people see these machines as a support for them. The controlling system is very intuitive. Today, for them, it's easy to handle, to set up everything. And if something is wrong, we are online all the time with QC5 team. We see QC5 more as a technological partner than as a supplier. So every time when we have installed an equipment, we have been running the initial test together. We have been learning together. QCFI always have kept an eye over our process, and they're always asking how the machines are running, what else do we need for the future, which improvement we could add to the equipment. The QCFI equipments are able to detect and take out any off-grade product, but the most challenging defects for us are the foreign materials. Sometimes the foreign materials hide behind the kernel or between two kernels, called septum. Detect and remove was very challenging even with people, and the QCFI systems is doing well. The yellow skin color, it's hard to detect for people, and the QCFI sorters are doing a good job. What we want and what we need is to increase the walnut consumption worldwide. And the only way to do that is being able to deliver the best product to all our customers all the time, right? And the best product means freshness, of course, but also means to be able to deliver a consistent product in terms of quality. We need to deliver the best quality to our customers in order to increase consumption. And the only way to achieve this consistency is through technology. We have been adding new equipments every year, and we will continue with this process. I think these new developments are just starting. Continue bringing new ideas, fresh ideas, be brave to test new things, because it will help us.